Hello and welcome back. I'm DMAC and today I'm going to dive into an area of lock sport that I've not ventured into yet. I've not even stepped a foot in. So in this particular area, I'm a complete noob. One of the great things about lock sport is there's so many different areas that you can get involved in. There's so many different types of locks. There's, making challenge locks. There's, custom pick building. So many different rabbit holes that you can disappear down. And this is one that I've not set foot in yet. And what is it? Let's just grab something to demonstrate. It is lever lock picking. Now, lever locks operate a lot different to the usual kind of pin tumblers that I'm used to picking. And I don't really know why I haven't, so far on my lock sport journey, even tried to get into these. They're quite common in England. I know some countries they're not particularly common in. But in England, you'll see these type of padlocks very, very regularly. And you'll also see locks like this installed in the door. So we've got the keyway there, and then you've got this bolt which slides out and locks the door. So these type of mortise locks are very common. I think I've got two in use in my house. I've got one on my shed. I've got two at my workplace. So really common, and for some reason it's not something I haven't actively avoided it, but I never got around to buying the materials and getting into doing it. What I did do though is over the years that I've been buying, selling and collecting and just acquiring locks, I've come across quite a stash of these, and I've just been chucking them into a little box. So I say little box, it's this box here. Until such a time that I decided that it was time to delve into them, and that day is today. It did arrive. So I've been brushing up on Brummie's lockpicking, which is a great YouTube channel, and I'm going to link it just up there. Highly recommend you check it out. And I've been studying his videos and just trying to really get an idea of the type of locks that I've got, what approach they need, and also the tools that I need to pick them, because we can't go using standard picks obviously on these. We need to use a whole different set. Now these are available from different manufacturers, but while watching Brummie's videos I really like the way that he makes tools out of everyday objects and then picks quite difficult locks with them, and I wanted to take a similar approach. So what I have got is some music wire. Now this is 1.6mm, which may not be suitable for all lever locks, I don't know, but the videos that I watched seemed to say 1.6 was a good gauge to start making picks out of. I think about 18 months ago I made this just because I was a bit bored, which should act as a tensioner. I don't know, maybe it's a bit too wide there. I'm yet to kind of muck around with this and fettle around with it, but that'll hopefully act as a tensioner. If not, Brummie's got some excellent videos on making those. So let's just have a look at the type of locks that I've got. This one I picked up and it was absolutely encrusted in crud. It does say it's a secure 2-lever. I'm not sure how secure it is. If it's only got 2 levers, it can't be too difficult, can it? Surely. Watch this space. So I've got that one there. I've got this other little Squire 440. This one does come with a key, so that's going to be handy. So I've got those two to pick, and then I've got a whole bunch of these mortise locks, which vary. So you've got information that I've picked up so far from watching Brummie is you've got curtained and non-curtained. And if we look at the keyway there, we've got this little sort of not quite a full circle, and that is a curtain, which just means we need to fashion some slightly different picking wire. I think with a non-curtained, which that one is, we can have a straight picking, well, it's a straight right angle bend. The curtain just require a little extra bend, but they don't look too difficult to make, so I'm going to dive into that. This one is a Cytex 5-lever, and I've got the key for that one. Most of these ones I don't have the key for, so that's non-curtained. That one's a curtained one. And a lot of these have been in use. They're kind of painted over. I don't know if there's any sort of manufacturer's marks on them. What's that one there? That one's curtained as well. No manufacturer's marks. I think a lot of these are the same. And in my experience, if they don't have manufacturer's marks, generally it's because perhaps they're lower security. Bit of an assumption. But I just kind of assume that if a manufacturer is willing to sort of shout out about how good their products are. They generally put their name on it. The other thing you can do with these type of locks is that most of them have got 2 screws and this front plate. I'm not sure if that's the case for this one. Certainly with that one, you can take these 2 screws off, bearing in mind that the levers could spring out, and then replace it with a piece of acrylic, and then you can see all the levers moving in there, and that can sort of act as a training lock. So that's certainly something I'm going to look into. Another one there. I seem to have mostly curtained lever locks. I'm not sure if the curtained lever locks require are harder to pick, or they just require those different tools. I've got a key for this one. This is an ERA. I think this is a Fortress. That one's got the cover plate on it, so I'll probably take that one apart. Probably wise to practice with the ones that I've got keys for. I know that to make the tensioner, you generally file off. It's good to start with a key that fits in there. You file off a lot of the bitting, clamp it in something like that. Leave a channel for your wires to pick it, and pick it that way. So maybe this one would make a good training lock. What else have we got? Got another curtain one there. Again, no maker's mark on this one. And finally, we have got a Chubb 5 detainer drill resistant lock. And again, I've got a key for that one. That one looks a bit more fearsome. And we got with the maker's mark on there. That one might prove a bit more of a challenge, but I really don't know. I'm a complete noob at this. The other thing I've got is just some old keys. I'm going to pick some more of these up on my journey. I think that's a warded lock, actually, looking at it. But yeah, you can use these keys to make the tensioners, which really comes in useful. Anyway, lots of filth over my hands. So what I'm going to do over the coming weeks, there'll probably be some videos of me, making tools and learning to pick this lot. I've also been looking on eBay, and I've got a couple of other padlocks coming as well that I'm going to play about with. But I'm really looking forward to getting involved in this side of the hobby. As I said at the beginning, it's a side of lock sport that I've never really got into. Can't really tell you why, because there's no particular reason, not because it's a secret. But yeah, looking forward to getting into this and having a play about with it. As you know, if you watch this channel regularly, I do enjoy making tools, and that's an aspect of lock sport that I really enjoy. So hopefully, with what I've got here, I should be able to start getting some of these locks open, and getting used to the world of lever locks. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to get into the shed and probably start taking some of these apart, making some tools and cutting up some keys, and probably cursing a lot and going back to the basics, really. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you on the next one.